Brewing Company, downtown Utica. Fay Farms, where's the beef at? Contact Jimmy Fay. Family Landscaping, make your neighbors green with envy. Contact Russ. The Black River Ale House, where the Romans go. Dura Products, who's got the pipe? Jimmy Fay's got the pipe. Contact Jimmy Fay for irrigation, drainage, pool, and spa. You building a new house, contact Jimmy Fay. He's got your stuff. The B-Dry System. Your basement's wet? Get a hold of B-Dry. Believe in 271. Nobody fights alone. Eric Kiefer, LUTCF, your local representative. George Kaler, Sales and Service. Liberty Affordable Housing. Rome Sign and Display Company. Nice Scoba. The men and women in blue, thank you for what you do. Robert Dix Insurance Agency. Contact Bobby Dix. Tri-City Lacrosse. 40 years of summer fun. Master Vito Hyundai. Contact the sales force. CRM Rental Management. The Clinton Tractor and Implement Company. Contact the Caledona family. Hello, Yeti Nation 2023.
So I'm going to try to go through the scorebook here and kind of give the layout of how the game seemed to break down, at least according to the score sheet. Huge shout out to the NABLL for putting the website up so we can do this, and huge shout out to Molly Leary for making this happen. She keeps all the stats. So Hoskins comes out, scores the first goal for the Riverhawks. They get an early lead. Then Sam Davey, new player for the Yeti, Andrew Davies' younger brother, has been a beast out there so far. Scores, ties the game up. Then the Riverhawks go on a little run. They score the second and third goal by Blackman and Schiltzky. And then Suits comes back and answers, puts them down by 1. Warner scores a tying goal. It's all tied up at 3. Chris Ryan scores the fourth goal for the Yeti, so now it's 4-3. Yeti have their first lead of the game. And Costanza scores, tying that up. Then the Yeti come back with 2 more goals. Mario Diaz, according to the score sheet, and Chris Ryan. That's the end of the first quarter. Second quarter, Yeti pick up right where they left off. Righty Davis scores a 7th goal. Yeti now have a 3-goal lead. But then the Riverhawks go on a little run of their own. Christner scores a 5th goal. Costanza scores a 6th goal. Yeti take a timeout, try to cool things down. Seems like it works for a little bit. Then they take a penalty, and Kistner scores a 7th goal, tying us up going into halftime. So we start the third quarter tied at 7, and the Yeti go on a little run. Suits scores, Thorpe scores. It's now 9-7. Yeti take a penalty. Konut comes out and scores, brings the game to 9-8, so it's a 1-goal game. Then it looks like Farrell scores, making it 10-8, and then Costanza scores, so now it's 10-9. Then Kohut scores. Now we're all tied up at 10, going into the fourth quarter. Looks like Righty Davis comes out big and scores. Jesse DeMays, he's been having a great season, scores. Blaine Stotler, healing nicely, comes out and scores. And Gail Thorpe, new addition to the Yeti this year, comes out and scores. So now the Yeti have a 4-goal lead heading into the tail end of the fourth quarter. Looks like they really came out flying. We're able to put the pieces together. And then Costanza scores kind of late in the fourth quarter, under 5 minutes to play. Looks like Shilsky gets one with about a minute 43 left to go. Riverhawks take a timeout with 40 seconds, not able to score, and the Yeti finish out the game 14-12. Looking at that score sheet, you see Jimmy Fay picks up the ball with 28 seconds, and then Help gets it with 18 seconds, getting the possession. Not really sure how that broke down. I'm sure Paul will be able to fill us in, but hello. Thank you so much for joining us. There's Paul. I had to pop his face up.
Hello, Yeti Nation. What up, Greg Beecher? What up, Yeti Nation?
Just got back from Indian Lake. My brother-in-law and his girlfriend just had a baby, so we were up there checking out the baby.
Congratulations. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Awesome. Congratulations, my man.
Yeah, I'll
That's
definitely
awesome.
tell him. It was, I think he's crazy going through all that again. My kids are older now. I don't have to change diapers or any of that, so definitely.
It makes a difference. Yeah. It definitely is something when they get a little older, it's a little bit less stressful.
Yeah, definitely. I looked at them and they've got that, new baby look about them with no sleep and you're just exhausted, taking naps for like 2 hours at a rip, hoping everything. Yeah, they can have fun with all that.
Yeah. As far as sweet weekend, I must say. Oh, sweet weekend. What is that? Oh, those are the Nora Candy Shop turkey joints. Those are what we love to eat. They're yummy. Those ones there are the hazelnut. You're only going to find them here in Rome, New York, down at Nora's Candy Shops. Check them out on the line at norascandy.com, I believe it is.
Yes, it
As far
is.
as sorry about that, I just I was turned around and doing some stuff, and all of a sudden I seen that there, and what a sweet weekend, man! Wow.
Yeah, I'm just playing Murph's videos here of the Eels game. Yeah, we've got the turkey joint goal of the game. We'll be playing that in a little bit, but
A little bit later. A little bit
yeah,
later.
we
Yeah.
only did pick the one game. But wow, you guys had a heck of a weekend, huh?
It was a great weekend. As far as the guys gelled together, they offensively, Friday night, great battle. It definitely made a difference. Nicky Farrell coming back and stepping up to the plate for us and battling as he did. I'm not going to say he won 95. I don't know what the exact numbers were. I didn't get the sheet from Doc yet, but facing off, dominated. As far as couldn't ask for a better setup. Warm there, but it is what it is. That's box lacrosse in the summer. It's kind of hot, and as far as got on a good roll, of course we started our normal way, down a little bit, and as far as from there, we battled back, and guys got their steps together. Guys, working the ball around. Gail doing what Gail does. Wheeler doing what Wheeler does. Suits back on the field again. Suits doing what Suits does. Airblane doing Airblane. Neil Paulus being Neil Paulus. Our defense stifling. Great defense. Great defense. Both games, Friday night, Saturday night. And Crosby stepping up to the plate. I believe he's the league leader in saves right now. So, we got to get a little tighter on defense. But you want to know what a great games, great games. It's good to get a couple W's under the belt and get ready for the upcoming weekend back at the Igloo. I'm excited to be coming home. The fans should be excited. It's nice and cool in there. I'm not going to lie to you. You may want to bring a sweatshirt, just because, although you may be jumping up and down and all around and all that good stuff, trying to grab Yeti towels and Be Dry towels and trying to get those giveaways, and a lot of good things going on in the Igloo down at the Utica University Nexus Center.
Yes, there is. And as you look, so Crosby's up at the top with saves, 157. You got Jack Beck. You guys played them this weekend. He had 139 saves on the season. And then Jonathan's son, Horn David, for the Spirits. You guys definitely seem to be getting a lot of shots. And then you look and you got the Paper City Oaks coming out of the New England district, and then with Drayden Jackson and then Brett Bedard. But they are coming out of that Great Lakes region, which is it's been crazy when you look through this leaderboard. We've got a bunch of guys from the East. I don't know if it's guys aren't updating, or maybe we just have that much
I
going.
think we got more. What it is we got more games going in. We got 6 games under our belt, where a couple of those teams only got 3. You got some higher ranked on the polls based off of 3 games, and so be it. As far as we got 6 and we're 3-3 going into the final stretch here. This is where it matters to where do we place in the league. We just knocked on at their house. I'm not going to go any farther, and we took them down. Now they're coming to our house. I'm sure they want to do the same thing, and we're excited to be back in the Igloo, man. It's going to be so comfortable. Players on both teams. You want to know what? It's a great facility to get down to, watch a game. It's got a great concession stand that is open. Crafty Beach is going to be there doing what Crafty Beach does. All the commercials, all the highlights, the replays. It's fun to be there, man. So
Yeah.
I definitely encourage people to get down to the Utica Nexus Center Friday night. I'm not exactly. I haven't looked at the weather forecast yet. Maybe that's what I'll do while I'm looking here. But as far as tailgating, we never say that it's there's a chance of rain on Friday. But you want to know what? Maybe it'll let up just in time to get there to tailgate a little bit and head into watch another great matchup between the Riverhawks and the Yeti Friday night.
Yeah, no, it looks like you guys actually got out too, and you didn't pull your typical Yeti. We're going to take the first quarter off. I mean,
No, it was, dude, Nicky Farrell. I'm going to tell you right now, he got a game ball at the end. He
Nicky
stepped up.
Farrell and
He definitely came off of a great college season. Going into his senior year now, and the box lacrosse game with the NABLL has given him an opportunity to definitely get those quick reps. You get the whistle. With the punch flip, he's got all the tools in the bag, and it gives him an opportunity. Well, the Eels picked up. I'm not sure what his name was off the top of my head. I could probably look. Not that I would know who he is, but as far as the Eels had a face-off guy that I believe used to be a guy for Colorado. So I mean, they picked up Mike Cooper was there. He came out of retirement. So as far as the Eels, definitely did their due diligence to find some players to fill some roster spots, and they had a loaded roster. Ty Gabriel was in goal to start, and then JP came in, and that as far as I don't know if I'm skipping around from one game to the other, but it was a great weekend. Wheeler, props to Ryan Wheeler.
so I was just
Drives
looking.
up the old rent-a-car, brand new rent-a-car breaks down just outside Binghamton. So he had to get an Uber up to Syracuse. From there, they got him up to another car so that he could get up to Onondaga and excuse me, up to Oswego.
Oswego, yeah.
And so
He had four
not that
helpers in that game
he did
too.
get a great warm up. He got there running a little bit. He was coming in hot. So
Yeah, like I said, but he
yeah,
got 4 assists in that game.
four
Chris
assists
Ryan
in
had
that game, and then Saturday lit it up. I mean, he was finding the seams, and he had 11 points in that game.
yeah.
And as far as definitely put him up. I put him up for accolades in regards to a weekend performance, and hopefully he gets some recognition off that because not only that, it's the off ball. Everybody. It's nice when the boys gel and they're able to work off ball together. Most of our goals are, they're all assisted for the most part. I think maybe 3, 4
Look like you're spread
because
out
of breakaways.
pretty good. So you got Coleman had a goal. I'm going to call him Righty Davis from now on instead of B Davis. So he had a goal. Jesse DeMays on fire, huh? Hat trick again. On
He was great job on Friday night.
Jesse DeMays had a really
The
good
boys,
season.
it was a great game, Beach. As far as it's definitely a good for this weekend, good for this Friday. Those who are looking for a hot game to watch, there you go. This is the one you want to be. If you can't get there, then you definitely want to be streaming it through us on whether it's our channel, whichever lacrosse TV. I don't even know what we're on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you'll be
something.
streaming. You'll be streaming on the Yeti channel, and you'll be streaming on Lacrosse TV. But yeah, on Sunday, I mean, Snowman gets 2 goals. Stotler had 3 goals. Nicky Suits back in the lineup for the weekend. He's got a goal. Gail Thorpe 2 helpers. Justin Warner 1-1. And yeah, like you said, Ryan Wheeler 7-4, 11 points. So coming up with all that, and he gets 4 helpers in the first game, and then boom. And then I noticed Crosby and Sully split time again. Was that
On
both?
the second game, yeah. Friday night, Kraz took it the distance and was stellar between the pipes. And then Saturday, he's our go-to guy. We got to give him the option, and he was wanting it, so we got him out there. He got his good reps in, and it was time for Sully to come in. I believe right after halftime, or right before halftime, or right at halftime.
Yeah, the stats are the game sheet, like with the history. So when you click on it in the Riverhawks game, it's really cool because I get to watch the whole history. That's why I was able to do that summary of the game, kind of running through it. Whereas this
Yeah,
one,
Molly Leary did it online. She does a great job. I want to give props out to our stat girl.
That's why she made the end of the reel there from Murph. Shout out to Murph here. I got Murph's picture up here too. We'll throw them
Definitely a
up
shout
there.
out. Murph did some great photos for us up at the Oswego. He was all over the place, and then in Onondaga. They did stream it. I don't know if it's still up there on their Facebook channel.
Yeah,
But
it's on their Facebook. You can watch it. It's Yeah, I've gotten kind of spoiled now. I like the scoreboard over the top of it and all that. And
yeah,
I was actually I had planned on putting it on today, and then I forgot we had to go to Indian Lake for that. So my plan was to clip a bunch. I only got the one goal clip from Warner, so it worked out pretty good. That was a well, I guess I just gave it away. But
no, we're getting there. We're getting there. It's sweet. It's that sweet. That's for sure. As far as it was a great weekend. As far as Sully came in, like we was talking about, and did a stellar job. Right from the very beginning. As far as at the end, not to say the Eels didn't give up. As far as Arnold Croy. I want to say maybe he had 4 goals. What did he have?
Croy. So I'll go back to that game, but yeah, when you looked at it, Croy had 4 goals, I think.
4 goals and at least an assist. Well, that I'm seeing. So props to him. Props to the Eels.
Irizarry had 2 and 2, so you can see he's usually pretty good. Josiah Laforme, I think he's a goalie for Newtown, but he had 4 goals and 2 assists. I might be wrong about that. It might be.
There was a couple new guys on that team. There was a couple new guys on the Oswego team that they had just gotten signed in. We did a couple additions. As far as put a couple guys on our inactive roster and then our active roster, but we'll see what happens. As far as they got to be able to play in the games to be active for the playoffs. So the rules in the chess matches are starting to who's going to move the queen first. Once the queen starts moving, then things start to get a little interesting.
Yeah, definitely. It kind of it'll be interesting. So I like seeing this though. The website is all up to date and revamped. We've got
How about my man Cross? That's my man Cross. He's on top of it, doing what Cross does. He's good job. Good job to the Cross, man.
Yeah, huge shout out to Cross. He's got it all set up now. So when you check out the Yeti's website, I mean, there's everything. Yeah, huge shout out Patrick Crosby. So not only is he doing it
going, I'm finding the right people and putting them in the right places. It's taking a little time, but
yeah, I mean, look at how organized I look now because we just pull this up. We got the schedule up here, so we've got this game. We could click on it, and I bet you it's going to bring us somewhere. Look at that. Boom.
Boom. Brought to you by Nora's Candy. Oh, yeah. How about that?
Yeah. Props to Kraz. He did a good job. So, yeah, but you got a big weekend coming up. Oswego, right now, this is a huge game for Oswego. So they beat you in Battle of the Barge. They beat the Spirits in their preseason exhibition game. And then since then, it has not gone quite so well as far as the score. But like your game, you see, they were close. Looks like they almost came back. Looked like you guys basically kind of held on to the end of that one there. Captain Jimmy Fay picking up a ground ball at the end. And then how about your new, what is that, Andrew Davies' brother, Sam?
Sam Davey, yeah.
Sam Davey.
He's been with us. He's been with us since the fall, and he had a groin injury coming out of Nashville when they went down and played in the Nashville tournament with Bang City, and so that hampered him quite a bit. And during tryouts, he retweaked it, so he's been sitting and resting, and he's got his games in. So we'll see where he goes. He was banged up at the end of that the game up in Oswego, so we'll see how he's feeling. If he's all rested up and he's healthy, that's props to the guys. Everybody's not to say buying in, but you want to know what the team concept. As far as the best 22 and everybody's with it. Whether it's we only got 22 or whether there's 25, 26 guys there. they're there cheering on. If they don't get the call, they don't get the nod. They're there pulling the door, opening the door. They're being part of the team. They're running waters out to the goalies. The team concept's come along, man. It's here. It's Yeti Nation, baby. It's the boys have they got each other's backs. We've seen that from the beginning of the year. There's no question. Everybody's finding their role and filling in their role and doing what they got to do. And it's good ball. It's good ball right across the board. You and I talked about it how many times? The parity in the league. Well, you want to know what? It's pretty darn a good league. Pretty good league, and not just our league. Right across the board. Maine got knocked off. How about that?
How about that? You all of a sudden seen Maine get knocked. Maine has been undefeated in league play. And Cambridge, I believe they beat Cambridge pretty handily in the first game. And then to see Cambridge come back, that was definitely, good for them. Props to them. You love, not that you want to see any, you're ever cheering for anybody to lose, but you really do like seeing that everybody's kind of winning and playing around. Parity has been a huge thing. I'm just kind of scrolling through the roster here to give some of your guys a shout out. It's been, you got a huge, as far as the Riverhawks are hungry, how does this work out for the playoffs? So you guys are playing, and essentially everybody's playing for, home field advantage come playoff season.
Well, at this point in time, it comes down to we would be in the second place because we beat if I'm thinking what the schedule reads and everything, right now we're sitting second place. Jobson and the Spirits are sitting first place in division. We're second place because we just beat the Oswego team in divisional play. The first games were, to say preseason, not preseason, but they were out of division play.
Exhibition games.
Exhibition, and not even exhibition. No, we were playing for real. There's no question there. But as far as, they didn't go towards our divisional play when it comes to playoff time and everything like that. So the quality thing is we're definitely sitting in a good spot, as long as we defend our igloo and pack it blue. That's what we're shooting for this weekend, is to pack the igloo blue. And we got good things going on. And, Friday night, it's going to be on. There's no question they're coming back to our house to do what they did once before, but I don't think the boys are going to let that happen. We're coming in relatively healthy. A couple bumps and bruises from this past weekend. Concrete hurts, but other than that, we definitely have not too much of a player injury issue. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, that's that's huge in this league because everybody's, what you have is what you have when you start the season. Not everybody has a 30-man roster that they're worried about kind of cutting down guys. I just snuck the game up here. We'll play that a little bit, and then we'll get into the sweetest goal. Yeah, huge shout out to the Salt City Eels. Recording it, making sure we got it up there.
Yeah, getting it out there. Definitely thank you to Mr. Arnold. I know I seen him up in the top there. Maybe a friend or somebody of the Eels family. Was up there doing the streaming. I don't know if there was any sound. I could hear myself barking every once in a while, so I think there was sound.
Oh yeah, but, there was sound because it started playing when I started playing it on here as we were scrolling, and I had to hurry up and mute it because it was blasting in my ears. You can hear the crowd sound, which is nice. I was gonna try to watch it and throw a timer over it, but like I said, we kind of ran out of time today. I tell you, since they built us that platform up there, though, that is a nice vantage point. You really realize how much you do enjoy seeing the benches, to see the change, how big of a part that is of the game. Now, how was your, that is such a big part. You guys were hitting your transition pretty well, it seemed like, at least, or was that?
Well, and that's what the comebacks were. As far as we do a lot of ball watching still, and you want to know what the teams know we watch the ball, must be because they break on us, and it's like, son of a gun, we got a 3-goal, 4-goal lead, and all of a sudden up in Oswego, and all of a sudden, bam, bam, because, we, instead of running through some offense and getting the right shot, we're ripping one and it's hitting the boards and it's taken off, and they took off and we watched. So, we still got some improvements to do. The guys realize that. I know they watched this game. Oswego had it on their live barn, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I did watch it a little bit, but it was too. Couldn't I couldn't watch it because it was too close, and it's not like hockey where the ball or the puck is on the ground all the time. It's banging around. So, but as far as the it was a great it was definitely cooler Saturday than it was Friday night. They said that actually the rink was pretty darn hot. Shout out to the Eels goalie Dempsey. He had I guess he had an incredible game.
The night before they played.
Yeah, he had to get some IV treatment and get rehydrated. So hopefully he's doing well and recovering and getting ready to go for the weekend or whatever he's up to. So shout out to him. And definitely best of health and best of luck wherever his endeavors take him.
Yeah, hopefully he's playing on that U20, under 21 team again. Although he might be 21. No, I think he's 20. This might be his last year. I'm trying to remember how old he is. But
He's got dreams, man. I wish him well. I wish him well.
yeah, great
Whether
kid. Him and his
he's
mom.
doing the right thing. He's doing the right thing, following his dreams. Why you can do it? Because you want to know why it goes by in a heartbeat. So
Well,
do what you can do while you can do it.
He's going to Syracuse too. I saw he got accepted to Syracuse. He was all excited about that. But now that we've talked about all that for a little bit, we got to talk about your goal of the game, though.
All right. Yeah.
So the goal of the weekend, really, this was a pretty sweet goal. I really wish I had captured it on my camera. This is the best I could do. Screen recording. Like I said, thank you very much to I think it is Mr. Arnold. I think it's Croy's dad that does the filming for him. But you see, Warner just comes in, blasts a beautiful behind the back, paints it over.
Right on that corner. It was he's a big boy. He took a beating this past weekend just because you're so big. When you take those shots, you open yourself up, and you get some. He's got some rib issues, so whether I don't think he's going to be coming down this weekend, never know. He may surprise us. But yeah, shout out to Mr. Justin and a great shot, great weekend. A lot of traveling he does, and we want to give him the shout out for the sweetest goal of the game from Nora's Candy Shop here in Rome, New York, and for the turkey joints. Actually, there they are right there. He'll definitely get that one. I see him next. And as far as it's good stuff. The boys are, like I said, everybody's got a role, and whether he's deflecting balls or scooping up one-handed and getting that quick release shot because it's a different angle. Good shot, good stuff.
That is such a big thing you see is the that one-handed scoop and being able to put it back in, but just the offensive rebounds. That is something that, as you were looking at the game stats, you guys had a pretty good chunk of ground balls. Were they offensive rebounds? Was it just on the face-off?
A lot of Saturday night was the boys were rolling. I mean, they was banging the ball. Neil, the first the man up. There wasn't an incredible amount of penalties, but there was enough penalties to get our man up going. I don't think maybe we had a man up goal against us. I'm sure we probably did.
There was no. I was just gonna say, man up was better. You didn't have your four.
Yeah, well, and once again, Nate's like, our field's legit. It's full size. It's 85 by 185. I'm like, yeah, it ain't full size. When you got that
200,
extra
200 feet,
200 feet is full size. So as far as it's nice being in a big arena, the guys can cut through. They got room to move. They got space. The backdoor cuts. The picks. They're again, more of the guys they play together, the better they're getting. It's huge. Al Snow's making the trip and playing ball with us.
Yeah, Snowman has been on fire since he's been coming to the Yeti. I tell you what, I don't know if it's just because he was running so much with Newtown and he's just eating iron while he's at work all day, or what he's doing, but he definitely has it locked down this year. I tell you, the Snowman has been on fire.
He's coming hungry. He was there last year. He was there the first year. He's an original. He's OG. And as far as the family came with them, a lot. He's bringing people to the door, and you want to know what? People want to watch the plow drop, baby, and it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch. He's getting goals. He's breaking.
Yeah,
Great, great
it's fun.
defense.
Well, I mean, the best part about his style though is, as far as I'm concerned, it's the most entertaining style. I love that transition coming up. They're gonna take a shot, and then it's either going the other way or it's going in or whatever. But like, it's just that fast action. I know it drives the coaches nuts sometimes because you'll see your guy get up the floor, and especially if the other team just had 3 or 4 shot clocks. But you guys, that's one fortunate thing. Snow's been playing box lacrosse for quite a long time. Risachi has a very high lacrosse IQ. Leota's picking it up. Was Leota running this weekend or
No, no, he's still down in
back down below?
South Carolina. He's shooting for the getting up here against the Spirits, or possibly this weekend. But he's shooting to get up here for the Spirits game. And as far as that was
Hopefully
Tony
that'll.
Calabrese. Tony Calabrese got rolled up on a little bit, doing good though. He's walking, talk to him, and a little sore. Gonna be sitting for a couple weeks. He's got his games in, so well, let's rest you and let's get ready for what we got to do later on in the season. So, yeah, and once again, it's huge that guys have been committed and follow through. Tyler, help, HELDT, Tyler. My man, he came down and roped another one. Came down the right side, and he's pulling he's a lefty. He's
Yeah,
pulling the goalie off and just rips one, and it's like,
but I
damn,
mean,
nice shot.
yeah, how sweet is that? So you're getting your younger transition guys going. Everything seems to be flying there. You seemed like you got the goalie play. Now these games didn't quite have the scores that we had seen in the other. So I mean, I'm guessing the defense felt much better, clamped down. What did you guys notice? It was anything in particular that you guys kind of had to address, or just
Oh no! As far as throughout the game, I want to say when Sully went in, it was 5 goals. We was up pretty good, and 2 games back to back. Both teams. I'm not. But as far as on the road, both games
you
for
kind of
us.
should do that for the nationals though, because that is one thing when you only play one game at a rip, and then all of a sudden you go to nationals where it's just bang bang boom, like you're
Yeah,
playing what, six
yeah.
games in 3 days.
Yep, same thing. Well, same thing with regional or divisional
Right.
as far as Friday night, Sunday. So you're at least going to have one. So and again, that was the cool thing. We also have next weekend after this, we have off, and we're going to do a little family day up at Tri City Complex. The Yeti, and if family members want to come, if fans want to come up, we're going to enjoy the brand new pavilion up at Tri City Lacrosse, and we're going to jam out, bring some food and bring some music, and we're going to have a good time on the 14th or the 15th, Saturday the 15th, or possibly Sunday the 16th. I got to see who wants to, what day works best for everybody, because I do want the family members and friends and family and fans, stop up and meet the Yeti. That's tomorrow, 2 nights, Friday night. I'm anticipating a pretty good crowd. I'm hoping that people, like I said, blew out, wear their blue jerseys, wear their white jerseys, wear their black jerseys if they've won them. Wear your Yeti apparel, but we definitely would like everybody to wear blue, and we're going to paint the igloo blue. Master Vito Field it's a beautiful place. It's a great place to
You got
watch some
you got the
games.
blue turf, so let's try to rock out the rest of it.
That's it. We're gonna, as far as the MC, I heard he's pretty excited. The Yeti cross check has been resting up, so cross check's ready to rock and roll as well. And he's been tromping around, and he found that Ghostbusters car, and he's got some things going on. But once again,
That's
that's
looking
getting ahead.
past
That's
that's
getting
looking
ahead.
past
That's
this
getting ahead.
weekend though. I mean, the Riverhawks, that's a big game. They came storming out, and I tell you, so they've got that Schultzky, Zidmill. They've got a bunch of guys from that Onondaga Redhawks team now too. So This is
Yeah.
definitely not a team to overlook. I mean, Schultzky,
No, not at all. There's no overlooking them at all.
that young man is he's honestly one of my favorite players to watch now. Is that I think it's Nate Schultzky is his first name, but
Nowitzki, I think he was the face-off guy too, wasn't
he
he? I
might have
think.
been, but he's
Yeah, he was there. Yeah,
he's
actually,
fast, man. He is fun. He has like a unlimited gas tank. He flies up and down the field. He plays
that's the kid from.
1,000%.
He was a Spider, right? Or not a Spider? A
He,
Syracuse.
he's a Red Hawk. He was a Sparkle Muffin.
Sparkle.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, 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 yes.
He's
Yes, he legitimate player. He did get signed in right at the last minute, stretching it. But as far as great player. It's a good team. I'm excited. It's definitely one the fans want to come and watch live. Not that they don't want to watch it if they can't make it. Definitely watch it if you can't make it, but definitely get there and watch it live because I'm anticipating. It's back-to-back weekends. They remember us and what we did at their place. I know they're going to be fired up to come in and do what they did earlier in the year, and we're protecting the igloo, man. Protect the igloo.
Protect the igloo. There we go. I love it. So we should probably wrap this up because we definitely didn't get all the film footage this weekend, so it kind of that's unfortunate. But now I'm super excited. It's Yeti week again. Home game. Yeah,
Home
this
game.
is at the Nexus Center. Everybody can expect we're going to hopefully get to meet the rest of the Yeti. We're going to try to get there to get everybody in their uniforms and everything. We'll get everybody we haven't gotten so far. Yeah, this is exciting. And show up. The best part is though, like honestly, that whole arena is the perfect size. If we can really turn it blue, yeah, it's gonna be epic. I'm excited.
Turn it blue. Paint it blue. We're gonna paint the Nexus Center, the Master Vito Arena, Nexus. We're gonna rock it. I can't wait. We got the playlist is all set. We got some music. We got
who's MCing? You said the MC is ready. It's usually you. Are you not MCing?
No, I'm ready, man. I'm fired up.
Oh, okay.
I had to be quiet last week. I'm sitting there biting it. I don't know. A couple of those pictures Murph had me up in the stands. I'm sitting there sweating. I'm like, as far as Mike, I forget Mike's name at the Onondaga Center. He does the little bit of the hockey games as well. Mike, he did Lax Night.
He works for the Crunch. Yeah.
Yes. And I apologize, Mike, but there's so many names that
so he was there doing the Eels game.
Yeah, he was there doing their MCing. Does a great job. I'm looking for a crowd. There was a good crowd there. A lot of Yeti fans, but now it's time we're home. It's a homecoming game, man. We've been on the road twice, and words out. We want a W. It's what it's all about. Play the game, play it with and that both games were excellently played, hard fought, not even fought, hard played, great lacrosse. Officiating did a great job. They let the boys play, kept it clean where it needed to be clean, and you know what? It was a great game, especially if you're a Yeti fan.
Yeah, especially if you're a Yeti fan. All right, we'll end with the sponsors. I'll throw them up there, and after the sponsors are over, we're done. Thanks everybody so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Make sure you watch.
Everybody, Yeti Nation, baby, Yeti Nation. Hello, Yeti Nation. 2023 is here. Get down to the Bag Square Brewing Company, downtown Utica. Fay Farms. Where's the beef at? Contact Jimmy Fay. Family Landscaping, make your neighbors green with envy. Contact Russ. The Black River Ale House, where the Romans go. Dura Products, who's got the pipe? Jimmy Fay's got the pipe. Contact Jimmy Fay for irrigation, drainage, pool, and spa. You building a new house, contact Jimmy Fay. He's got your stuff. The B-Dry System. Your basement's wet? Get a hold of B-Dry. Believe in 271. Nobody fights alone. Eric Kiefer, LUTCF, your local representative. George Kaler, Sales and Service. Liberty Affordable Housing. Rome Sign and Display Company. Nice Scoba. The men and women in blue, thank you for what you do. Robert Dix Insurance Agency. Contact Bobby Dix. Tri-City Lacrosse. 40 years of summer fun. Master Vito Hyundai. Contact the sales force. CRM Rental Management. The Clinton Tractor and Implement Company. Contact the Caledona family.